So in the previous class, we have studied orthographic projections with sections as well as without sections. So the next second part of the machine drawing is the same thing. The second part in part A is a thread forms and fasteners. So generally we can call it as threaded fasteners. And there are several drawings will be available in thread forms as well as fasteners. From this part onwards, whatever you will be drawing, it is a memory drawing. You have to remember some of the correlations and some of the formulas, and you have to draw according to it. Some of the relations will be given directly, and that relations you have to remember, and those relations will be called as a standard. And suppose if I say a parameter like pitch, if I say a parameter like diameter, so these things you have to remember. Based on the diameter and based on the pitch, there are some correlations or relations exist from this point of section. So let us see what are thread forms. Basically, when you take a cylindrical object, that cylindrical object will be having some of the grooves on the outer surface of the cylinder. See, for example, here there are some helical grooves. These helical grooves on the outer surface of the cylinder is called as threads. So basically a thread is referred to as screw thread. So this we will call it as, since it is having a V groove, if I call a thread, it is nothing but it is a screw thread. So helical grooves on the outer surface of the cylinder, that is nothing but screw thread. Based on this, there are several types. It can be a V grooves, it can be a square, it can be anything. The groove shape can be anything. Standard grooves are V and square, that is available as a standard. So if I cut outer surface, then it is called as external thread. If I cut V grooves on the outer surface, it is called as external thread. If I cut V grooves on the inner surface, it is called as internal thread. The external thread you can perform in a lathe operation. Internal thread you have to use tapping, or you can use a die in order to put a thread. So let us see in detail what are the different threaded fasteners available for the manufacturing of the component. So here, so this is one of the threaded fasteners. It is having a head. So this is bolt, a cylindrical shape with a head. This is nothing but a bolt. In other words, a thread is having at some distance, say for example length L, and having a head H. So if the cylinder is having head as well as a screw thread, then it is called as bolt. If the cylinder has threads on either sides, like this, if the cylinder has a threads on either side without head, it is nothing but stud. So in the automobiles, you will be seeing the application of stud. If you just remove a front wheel or rear wheel, you will get a big shaft, and that is having thread on either sides. The flexibility of this is you can have an arrangement here as well as here. So simply a stud is a threaded fasteners without head. We can call it as stud is nothing but a cylindrical component with a thread without head. So if it is having a head, it is a bolt. Generally you have to observe the differences between head and bolt. Sorry, stud and bolt. Very important. Stud will have no head, but bolt will have a head. This head can be having square or hexagonal shape. In other words, we can have hexagonal head or square head. That is the explanation for bolt. And similarly, if I have an internal threads, if I have a horizontal grooves, if I have a V grooves on inner surface, then it is nothing but a nut. So this is a front view of the nut. It is having grooves on inner surface. So in other words, internal threads. So external threads, for ease of understanding of ISO standards, external threads will be calling it as a male thread and internal thread will be calling it as a female thread. So whenever you assemble the both internal and as external thread, you will get a pair, a combination. That combination is called as screwed pair. A screwed pair is one which is having a combination of bolt and nut. So see, this is a bolt. Bolt is having a head as well as a V grooves on the cylinders. Then a nut is having internal V grooves. So in other words, what we can say is assembly of bolt and nut. Assembly of bolt and nut is together called as screwed pair. Since it is having external thread on bolt and internal thread on nut, it can be attached and detached. So this increases the flexibility of whenever I need a joint, I can have this type of bolt and nut. So whenever I don't want, I can remove it. So the attaching or detaching, that flexibility will be more in this threaded fasteners. Hence, this type of joint is referred to as temporary joints. A temporary joint is one we can establish either by attaching or detaching. If I need a temporary joint, then use bolt and nut. If I don't want, remove the bolt and nut. Just attaching and detaching. So this is a concept of screwed pair. Why it is called screwed pair means it is having screw threads of external and internal. Most of the cases when I want temporary joints in order to join a bench, in order to join a desk, this is essential. Wherever you go, there is a standard terminology for the bolt and nut. If I say only bolt, it is having a thread with a head. If I say a nut, it is having internal thread. If I say bolt, it is having head and external thread. This understanding is very essential. If I say stud, there is no head, but there is external thread on either sides. So the flexibility of stud is we can have attachment on both the sides. That is a flexibility we will be having in stud. So these are the important terminology in threaded fasteners. And if you want to remember three things, one is bolt, another one is nut, and another one is stud. With these definitions, we will go further, we will go into the deep of different screw thread terminology. In the exam, what they will mention is, they will mention the pitch. Based on the pitch, rest of the calculations will be, you have to remember according to the standard type of thread. Just they will mention the thread name and a pitch. You have to write other parts. Let us see the terminology of screw thread. So this diagram represents the nomenclature or terminology of screw threads. So this is a cylinder which is having grooves, V grooves. It can have any of the grooves. It may have rectangular grooves. It may have V grooves. So referring to this, first you have to remember the diameter. So this is nominal diameter. Just we will call it as D. The same is shown here. So if I say nominal diameter means it is a diameter of cylinder. It is a dia of cylinder. For that I will cut V grooves. For that I will cut V grooves. So this V grooves, the top portion, this V, to bottom portion, this V, that is nothing but major diameter. Major diameter. Next, below that there is one surface, the inner surface to inner surface, that distance is called as minor diameter. So outer to outer distance, major diameter, inner to inner distance, minor diameter. So if you take in between major and dia, that is the actual diameter of the cylinder or nominal diameter. So for ease of understanding, this diameter is nothing but nominal dia, or it can also be called as effective dia of screw thread. Generally what happens, we will locate the distance of outer one to nominal one, also inner one to nominal one. So this distance is referred as addendum or dedendum of the screw thread. Most of the cases we will be calculating what exactly is this, the distance, and what exactly is this distance. After that a desired groove is placed. So this is about diameter conventions. Then another important thing is thread angle. Thread angle. They will mention the angle sometimes, but most of the cases in machine drawing, you have to remember what is a thread angle for different threads. Except pitch, they won't give any data in the problem. Based on pitch, you have to calculate rest of the dimensions like addendum, dedendum, depth of thread, everything. And even sometimes you have to remember the thread angles. Machine drawing in the exam, they won't mention thread angle, you have to remember the value. What is the thread angle for BSW thread? What is the thread angle for Seller's thread? What is the thread angle for isometric thread? These things you have to remember. And this thread angle, it is a distance between the grooves, or the angle between, the included angle between the two grooves. The distance between the sharp grooves, outer sides, that is nothing but pitch. So in order to define pitch, let us have an understanding of crest, root and flank. The outer portion, the top portion is nothing but the crest. The inner portion is nothing but root. As the name itself indicates, roots. Root will be located below, like that. The inner surface is root, the outer surface is crest. The distance between two consecutive crests, or the distance between two consecutive roots, that is nothing but pitch. Very important dimension. The pitch will be mentioning in the problem. Based on the pitch, the rest of the calculations or the correlations are made. Then flank. Flank is an edge which is joining crest and root. The edge which is joining crest and root, that is nothing but a flank. If you refer to a tool design, flank is a cutting edge. Yes, cutting edge. Actually it is a flute, it is having a contact. Here also same thing, the edge which is joining crest and root. Then depth of the thread, very important parameter. How much depth? V grooves, I said. How much V grooves? Again it depends upon nominal diameter, and we will be calculating what is the depth of thread. Depth of thread is denoted by H. As the name itself indicates, it is the vertical distance between crest and root. So these are the important terminologies you have to remember. Most of the cases, another important thing is helix angle. Helix angle is the angle of vertical inclination with respect to flank. So these are the different terminologies of screw threads, and importantly you have to know what is a pitch, what is a thread angle, and what is a depth. And these things, correlations, you have to remember in order to solve the remaining problems. After seeing the screw thread terminology, we need to draw some of the thread forms in your machine drawing. So these are the thread forms you will be drawing. Number one, isometric thread, BSW thread or Whitworth thread, Seller's thread, it is also called as American standard thread. If they ask Indian standard thread, isometric thread is the Indian standard thread. Then square thread, Acme thread, and buttress thread. So totally you have to remember 6 drawing relations. So this table shows the relations of a different thread forms. For the isometric thread, the standard terminology what we will be taking is, we will be taking pitch, then depth of thread, then angle or thread angle. These are the 3 dimensions which are important in order to draw a thread. In isometric, again there are 2 things. One is external thread and internal thread. As I already said, external thread means you have a thread on outer surface of the cylinder tap. Internal thread means you will be having inner surface thread. So in other words, they can ask male thread is nothing but external thread, female thread is nothing but internal thread. Or sometimes they can ask, instead of external thread, they will be asking a bolt. If they ask thread on bolt, means it is external thread. If they ask thread on nut, means it is internal thread. So in the bolt, there will be a thread on the outer surface of the cylinder, hence it is external thread. In the nut, you will be having thread on inner surface of the nut or inner surface of the cylinder. It is internal thread. So most of the cases directly they will mention the cases, external or internal thread. If they ask only isometric thread for 25 marks, then you have to write both external as well as internal thread. Most of the cases this will be asked for 10 marks, 5 marks for each thread forms. So in the 5 marks, basically first you have to do calculations. Calculations is all based on pitch. They will be giving what is the pitch. So draw a isometric thread for the component of having pitch 50 mm. Here the pitch is given. The rest of the dimensions are based on the pitch. First you have to calculate what is the depth of the thread. You have to write, that is nothing but h. H is nothing but 0.86 p. So whether they ask external thread or internal thread, depth of thread remains constant. It is 0.86 p. Also the included angles, it is 60 degree. If they ask external thread, the upper side, that means the top portion, that is upper side, we will call it as addendum, and lower side we will call it as dedendum. So for ease of understanding, we have written upper and lower. This is addendum, this is dedendum. Like that you can also remember, better is upper and lower. It is very easy to remember. So h by 8 upper is same in both the cases, whereas the difference is h by 4 and h by 6. Here internal thread will be having h by 6. So in order to meet the fit conventions, they have derived these relations. If you take clearance fit, it is having a standard. If you take interference fit, it is having a standard. If you take transition fit, it is having a standard. So this is basically making a joint. Bolt and nut is basically making a joint. That joint will be based on some tolerances. And in order to meet those tolerances or allowances, we have to reduce or we have to increase or we have to standardize the relations of external thread and internal thread. So this is the relation. So h by 8, it is somewhere a small value. H by 6, it is a bigger value. So internal thread should be broad compared to external thread, because external thread will sit on internal thread. That is very important in the case. If they ask BSW, 0.96p is the pitch, angle is 55 degree, and h by 6. H by 6 is same for both upper and lower. Then Seller's thread or American standard thread. American standard thread is analogous to internal isometric thread. The same correlations, 0.86p, 60 degree, h by 8, h by 6. So first 3 categories, these are the V threads. These are V threads or triangular threads. And these are square threads or rectangular threads. Square thread 0.5p, it is very easy. It is having square, square, square. It is just like drawing a square. 90 degree and 0.86, 0.5 p. Again Acme thread 0.5 p plus 0.25, that is a correlation. Some clearance will be given, and 29 degree, it is an included angle. So exactly it looked like a trapezium, not exactly a square, it is looked like a trapezium. Then 0.37 p, it is a flat dimension. And buttress, again it is also a type of square thread. Pitch is p, whatever the given pitch, that itself is the depth of thread, and 45 degrees is the included angle. 0.125 p is the addendum and dedendum length, same. First you have to identify the type of thread. Let us see the different drawing profiles of the thread. Before that, first you have to identify what is the type of thread. What is the type of thread given? Isometric, external or internal. Again, Acme means only one case, it is an external thread. Like that, you have to identify the type of thread. If you remember the type of thread, these correlations you have to show. What is a pitch? First identify what is the type of thread. Then pitch will be given. Pitch will be 50 mm. In the problems they can change 60 mm. So pitch identify based on the pitch. What is the H? If it is asked isometric thread 0.86 p. If it is asked BSW thread 0.96 p, like that. What is the correlation? You need to calculate the value in mm. Then after that, upper and lower. In order to make ease of understanding, I have choose this upper and lower. Actually it is addendum and dedendum. So upper, what is the relation? H by 8 or H by 8. What is lower? If I take a external thread of isometric, it is H by 4. That you have to calculate. You have to calculate how much mm. Then what is the angle? Very important thing. These parameters you have to list, and these are the calculations of thread. For all the threads you have to do the calculations. After that you start plotting each thread. And there are several threads. Apart from this, there are other threads are also available. But according to the syllabus, these are the standard threads which is used most frequently in the machine drawing. And classifications of thread forms is beyond the content. So not only V groove and square, there are other things. Single start thread, double start thread, multi start thread, left hand thread and right hand thread. So like this, there are several classifications of thread are there. So sticking on to your syllabus, these two are very important. Very important thing is left hand thread and right hand thread. If you move the cylinder clockwise, if you move the cylinder clockwise, if you turn the cylinder clockwise, the net will be moving away from the observer. That is right hand thread. So the movement of net will be right side to left side. So it will be moving away from the observer as you rotate in clockwise. If it is a left hand thread, same thing, rotation of cylinder in clockwise, the net will be moving left hand side to right hand side, that is left hand thread. So again, those things you will be doing in machine shop in detail. So remember, if nut is moving from right side to left side, it is right hand thread. Initially it is right hand side and then it will come to left, right to left. That movement is called as right hand thread, and left to right, it is nothing but left hand thread. And the profile is also, you have to look, the profile is towards left in right hand thread, the profile is towards right in right hand thread, and the profile is towards left in the left hand thread. The symmetrical portions, what you are seeing, it is bent towards right in right hand side thread. The symmetrical portion, what you are seeing, it is towards left in left hand thread. Also single start thread, some of the threads if you rotate at once it will lock. Some of the cases you have to rotate many times. Bottle is the very example when you open a cap, you have to open it for some about 6 to 7 turns you have to open. Again, for closing, it will take 6 to 7 turns. So 6 turns, single start thread, in one shot itself it will close. Double start, S1, S2, 2 rotations. Multi starts, many rotations. The length will be equal to pitch in single start thread. Length will be equal to 2p in case of double start thread. Length will be equal to np in case of multi-start thread. So like that, there are several threads. So just you have to remember these relations. In your syllabus, there are only 6 threads. You have to remember the relations. The common thing, it can be easily remembered. And calculations. First you have to start writing the calculations, then you have to write the thread. Let us see the profile of isometric thread, that is external thread and internal thread. So as you see, the dimensions are converted in mm's. Directly, I am showing the dimensions in mm. So external thread and internal thread. External thread, it is having V portions, same thing. Internal thread, it is having reverse V portion, the same thing. And only the change is h by 6 and h by 4, that you have to remember. That can be easily identified in evaluation, the depth of thread. And you have to mention all the specifications. You have to mention what is the pitch. See here, in isometric thread, they have mentioned what is the pitch. After that, you have to mention what is the depth of cut. An engineer is useless without representing the dimensions. So please be careful. You have to represent all the things in the figure, in the profile of the thread. Pitch, then h, depth of the thread, then angle. Angle is important. Angle is 60 degree there. Then addendum and dedendum. Otherwise you can use upper and lower. Just you write what is the desired thing. So first name, isometric external thread, isometric internal thread. Then BSW thread. See the profile of BSW thread, only the change is angle 55 degree. While drawing the thread, you have to be careful. First you write the sharp portions, then after calculating addendum and dedendum, then you dark that. The same thing written there. So it is slight curve at the beginning and slight curve at the top. So that distance is actually a nominal diameter of the cylinder. BSW, again here addendum and dedendum both are the same dimension, h by 6, h by 6. You have to show the calculations. Right side, while drawing the profile, you have to show that in dimension. What is the value of pitch? 50 mm, that is shown. What is the value of h, depth of cut? It is 0.96 into p, 43.2, that value you have to write. Then Seller's thread, only the twist what they can ask is American standard thread. That American standard thread is nothing but Seller's thread. It follows the principle of BSW internal thread. The same thing, and see the angle. You have to show the angle 60 degree and 0.86p is the depth of thread. H by 8 and H by 6 are the upper and lower, addendum and dedendum. So that is the profile of Seller's thread. Below that you have to mention Seller's thread. Better you write it in a capital, or you can maintain the font size as per drawing convention. 3. Then square thread. This is a square thread, very easy to draw. If you get, you are lucky. Directly drawing a square thread is very easy. And remember, for square thread there is no addendum and dedendum. Directly it is a depth, that is 90 degree and 0.5p. That is exactly of 50. 0.5p is 25. So that is a square thread. And another important thing is you have to show 3 or more consecutive threads. Showing 1 or 2, again there is a deduction of marks. You have to show at least 3 profiles. You have to show 3 squares. See, minimum you have to show 3 squares. That is very important. You can show 4 also, no problem. But minimum at least you have to show 3, greater than or equal to 3. Minimum you have to show 3. If you show 4, that is also no problem. So remember, while drawing the threads, you have to complete this within 10 minutes. Sketching as well as computer printouts, because very easy to draw in computer. Then Acme thread, see here, this is Acme thread. It is also analogous to square thread, but the only is included angle is 29 degree, and again correlations are different. It is a type of square thread, looks like almost trapezium shape. See that again, 3 profiles you have to show: pitch, depth of cut, naming, very important, and addendum and dedendum, that is also upper and lower mentioned. In terms of dimensions, all the dimensions are in mm, so that you need not write in sketchbook, because that sketchbook grid itself is having that specification, very important. After that, buttress thread. In buttress thread, see the profile, there is no calculation for depth of thread. The depth of thread will be equal to pitch, and then 45 degrees the angle, threaded angle, then 0.125 p, that means addendum 0.125, upper 0.125 mm, lower 0.125 p, sorry 0.125 p and 0.125 p, that is the addendum and dedendum, or upper and lower. So 6 profiles of thread, very easy to write. First you construct the horizontal lines, first you construct the pitch, locate the points at the pitch, then after that you locate h, depth of thread, then calculate addendum, transfer the distances, then it will be easy to write. So this is the different thread forms in your machine drawing. Always this table is essential. Initially if you read, it will get confused. Once if you start writing the thread, it will be easy. Square threads are always easy. The angles are all 90 degree, 29 degree, 45 degree. You remember like this: 90, 90 by 2, 45 by 2. It is very easy to remember. Almost those angles will be for square thread, because it is just a plotting a trapezium. It is just like a plotting a trapezium. And for isometric or V threads means exactly 2 theta is 120 degree, it will be 60 or 110 degree, 60 or 55, the threaded angles. So like this, if you remember, once you can remember angle easily. V thread, standard V is 120 degree, 120 by 2 is 60 degree, that is the included angle, very easy to remember, or nearer to 60 or 55. So this angle you can remember. Square 90 degree is the angle, 90 by 2 45, and 45 by 2 is almost 22.5, but not 22.5, 29 degree it is for Acme thread. So this is about a thread forms in your machine drawing. Thank you.